Imagine you're about to eat the exact same meal, same food, same portion, same time of day, but something invisible changes. Not the ingredients, not your body, just the people sitting around you. And somehow that alone begins to reshape what's happening inside your blood. It sounds impossible. How could the presence of others, just conversation, laughter, or even silence change something as biological, as measurable as blood sugar? But your body is not a machine that runs on food alone. It's a system that responds to experience. Think about what happens the moment you sit down to eat. Before the first bite, your brain is already active. It sees the food, smells it, anticipates it. Signals travel through your nervous system, preparing your body, releasing hormones, adjusting digestion, priming your cells for what's about to come. Now add people to that moment. Are you relaxed, comfortable, laughing with friends, or are you tense, distracted, maybe even slightly anxious? Because your brain doesn't separate food from context. It processes everything together. Imagine eating a simple meal alone in silence. Your mind might wander. You eat quickly, barely noticing each bite. Your body processes the food, but without much variation in emotion or stimulation. Now imagine eating that same meal with people you enjoy. Conversation flows, you slow down, you chew more, you laugh, your breathing changes, your stress levels drop, and suddenly your body is in a completely different state, more relaxed, more balanced, more receptive. That shift changes chemistry. When you're relaxed, your body handles glucose differently. Insulin works more efficiently. Digestion becomes smoother. Blood sugar rises, but more steadily, more predictably. But now imagine the opposite. You're eating with someone who makes you uncomfortable. There's tension in the air. Maybe your thoughts are racing. Maybe your body is subtly stressed, even if you don't fully notice it. Your heart rate increases slightly. Stress hormones like cortisol begin to rise. And these hormones have a powerful effect. They tell your body to release more glucose into the bloodstream, preparing for action, not digestion. So even if the food is exactly the same, your blood sugar response isn't. Pause for a moment and think about that. The same meal, two completely different outcomes. Not because of calories, not because of ingredients, but because of experience. Your body is constantly interpreting the world around you, deciding how to respond, how to allocate energy, how to balance itself. Food is just one part of that equation. The environment, the people, the emotions, the atmosphere becomes part of the meal itself. In a way, you're never just eating food, you're eating the moment. And this reveals something deeper about how your body works. It's not just reacting to what you consume, it's reacting to how you live. Every laugh, every tension, every conversation subtly shapes your internal state. Your biology is not isolated, it's connected, responsive, alive to context. So the next time you sit down to eat, look around for a second. Who's with you? How do you feel? What's the energy in the room? Because that invisible layer, the one you can't taste or see, might be influencing your body just as much as the food on your plate. And maybe the real question isn't just what we eat, but what we experience while we're eating. Because in the quiet space between biology and emotion, your body is always listening. Imagine two people sit down to eat the exact same meal. Same rice, same bread, same sweetness, same time of day. Bite for bite, everything is identical. And yet, inside their bodies, two completely different stories begin to unfold. In one body, blood sugar rises gently, smoothly, like a calm wave reaching the shore. In the other, it spikes sharply, fast, unstable, like a sudden surge that crashes without warning. What changed? Not the food, not the portion, just the moment. Because your body doesn't experience food in isolation. It experiences it through your brain first. Before a single molecule of sugar enters your blood, your brain is already predicting what's about to happen. It's asking questions you never hear. Am I safe? Am I relaxed? Do I need energy for action or for balance? And the answers to those questions shape everything. Now picture this. You're sitting with people you trust. There's laughter, ease, a sense of belonging. Your shoulders drop without you noticing. Your breathing deepens. Time slows down just a little. In this state, your body shifts into what scientists call a rest and digest mode. Blood flows more efficiently to your digestive system. Hormones align. Insulin, the key that allows sugar to enter your cells, works with quiet precision. So when you eat, your body handles it gracefully. Now change just one thing: the people at the table. The room feels tense. Maybe there's judgment. Maybe there's pressure. Maybe your mind is distracted, racing ahead, or stuck in something unresolved. Your body notices instantly. Your nervous system shifts, stress hormones begin to rise. Your body prepares not for digestion, but for survival. It subtly resists insulin, keeping more sugar in your bloodstream, just in case you need quick energy. And suddenly the same meal creates a completely different response. A higher spike, a slower recovery, a hidden imbalance. Pause and let that sink in, because this means something extraordinary. Your biology is not just shaped by what you eat, but by who you are when you eat. Are you calm or tense? Present or distracted? Connected or alone? Even your pace changes things. When you're engaged in conversation, you eat slower, you chew more. Your brain has time to signal fullness, to regulate, to coordinate. But when you're rushed or uncomfortable, bites become quicker, less mindful, and your system struggles to keep up. It's like feeding a fire. Add fuel slowly, and it burns steadily. Dump everything at once, and the flames surge out of control. Your body works the same way, and here's where it becomes even more fascinating. Scientists are beginning to realize that no two people respond to food in exactly the same way. Your microbiome, your metabolism, your stress levels, your sleep, all of it shapes how your body reacts. But hidden within all of that is something even more subtle: your environment, your experience, your moment, which means the same meal can become something entirely different depending on the invisible context surrounding it. So the next time you sit down to eat, don't just look at your plate. Look around. Feel the atmosphere. Notice your breath. Notice your mind. Because you're not just feeding your body, you're feeding a system that listens, adapts, and responds to everything at once. And maybe the real secret to understanding your health isn't just in counting calories or measuring nutrients, but in recognizing that every meal is more than food. It's a conversation between your body and your world. And in that conversation, even the smallest moments can change everything. Imagine your body sitting at the table with you, not just quietly processing food, but actively observing everything: the tone of voices, the rhythm of conversation, the subtle tension in the air. Almost like it's asking, what kind of moment is this, and how should I respond? Because the truth is, your body is never just eating. It's interpreting. Every bite you take is filtered through your nervous system first. Before glucose enters your bloodstream, before insulin rises, before digestion even fully begins, your brain has already decided what kind of state you're in: safe or stressed, calm or alert, connected or alone. And that decision changes everything. Picture yourself eating in complete peace. No distractions, no pressure, just a quiet, steady moment. Your breath is slow. Your muscles are relaxed. There's no urgency. In this state, your body opens up. Blood vessels widen. Digestion becomes efficient. Insulin does its job smoothly, guiding sugar into your cells where it can be used or stored without chaos. Now shift the scene. Same meal, same hunger, same body, but now there's tension. Maybe it's subtle, an awkward silence, a difficult conversation, a sense of being judged, or even something as simple as scrolling through stressful news while eating. Your body tightens, your breathing becomes shallow, your brain shifts into a protective mode. What if something is wrong? And in that moment, your biology makes a quiet decision: hold on to energy. So instead of smoothly absorbing sugar, your body allows more of it to remain in the bloodstream. Blood sugar rises higher, stays elevated longer, not because the food changed, but because the context did. Pause and consider how strange and beautiful that is. The same piece of bread can nourish you differently depending on your thoughts. The same sweetness can feel heavier, depending on your emotions. It's almost as if food is only half the equation. The other half is you, your state of mind, your environment, your experience of the moment. And this goes even deeper. When you eat with others, you unconsciously sync with them. Your pace adjusts, your breathing aligns, Your mood subtly mirrors the energy around you. A calm table slows you down. A rushed table speeds you up. A joyful table softens you. It's like your biology is social, not isolated, not mechanical, but deeply connected to the people around you. So when scientists say that blood sugar responses vary wildly between individuals, maybe part of that mystery isn't just inside the body. Maybe it's around it, in the conversations, in the emotions, in the invisible atmosphere of each meal, which leads to a quiet, powerful realization. You can't fully understand your health by looking at food alone. You have to look at the moment in which that food exists. Because every meal is more than nutrients. It's an experience that your body translates into chemistry. So the next time you sit down to eat, don't rush. Don't disconnect. Don't treat it as just another task to complete. Instead, notice. Notice how you feel. Notice who you're with. Notice the energy in the air, because your body is already noticing everything. And in that delicate interaction between food, mind, and environment, you begin to see something extraordinary. That health is not just about what's on your plate, but about the invisible world surrounding it. And maybe, just maybe, changing that world even slightly can change everything happening within you. Imagine that every meal you've ever eaten is stored somewhere, not just as calories or nutrients, but as moments. Laughter shared over dinner, silence at a crowded table, a rushed bite between tasks, a peaceful meal alone. And now imagine your body remembers all of it, not consciously, not like a memory you can replay, but biologically, because every time you eat, your body learns. It adapts, it builds expectations. It begins to predict how the world feels when food arrives and prepares itself accordingly. So when you sit down for your next meal, your body isn't starting from zero. It's continuing a story. If your past meals were calm, slow, and safe, your body leans into that pattern. It relaxes more easily. Digestion flows more naturally. Blood sugar rises and falls like a gentle rhythm your system already understands. But if your meals were rushed, stressful, distracted, your body carries that imprint too. It stays slightly guarded, slightly tense, as if expecting pressure even before the first bite. And this is where something incredible happens. The people around you can rewrite that story in real time. A warm conversation can soften your system. A genuine smile can ease your tension. Even a shared silence, comfortable, unforced, can signal to your brain that it's safe to let go. And in that safety, your biology changes. Hormones shift, signals align. Your body moves out of defense and into balance. The same food enters a completely different internal world. One that knows how to receive it, not resist it. But the opposite is also true. A stressful presence, a feeling of being judged, an environment that doesn't feel right. These things don't just affect your mood. They echo through your entire system. Your brain tightens control. Your body prepares just in case, and even as you eat, part of you isn't focused on nourishment, it's focused on survival. So the food becomes secondary. The moment becomes everything. Pause and think about how often we ignore this. We focus on ingredients, diets, numbers. We analyze what's on the plate down to the smallest detail. And yet we rarely ask one simple question. What does this moment feel like? Because your body is answering that question constantly, not in words, but in chemistry, in the rise and fall of blood sugar, in the way energy flows or doesn't, in how you feel after the meal is over, light or heavy, clear or foggy, energized or drained, and slowly, quietly, you begin to realize something profound. That health is not just built through control. It's built through connection. Connection to your body. Connection to your environment. Connection to the people you share your moments with. Because in the end, food is only part of the experience. The rest is invisible, but deeply powerful. So the next time you sit at a table, no matter what's on your plate, take a second before you begin. Look around, feel the space, notice the people, the energy, the quiet details you usually miss, because your body is already responding to them, shaping the way that meal will live inside you. And maybe, just maybe, the secret to transforming your health isn't just changing what you eat, but changing the moments in which you eat it. Because in those moments, Your body decides the story it will tell. Imagine that two identical plates sit in front of you on 2 different days. Same food, same hunger, same body. But on one day, you finish the meal and feel light, clear, energized, and on the other, heavy, sluggish, slightly off. Nothing changed, except everything you couldn't see, because your body is not a calculator. It doesn't simply count calories and convert them into energy like a predictable machine. It's more like a storyteller, constantly weaving together signals from your environment, your emotions, your thoughts, and yes, your food. And every meal becomes a chapter in that story. When you eat, your brain is quietly asking, what kind of world am I in right now? Is it safe to relax? Safe to digest? Safe to store and use this energy efficiently? Or should I stay alert just in case? And the answer to that question doesn't come from your plate. It comes from the moment, from the people sitting beside you, from the tone of their voices, from the way your body feels in their presence, from whether you're at ease or subtly on edge. Even something as small as eye contact, a shared laugh, or a moment of tension can ripple through your nervous system, changing your internal chemistry in ways you never consciously notice. It's almost like your body is listening to a hidden conversation beneath the visible one. And based on that conversation, it decides how to handle your food. If the moment feels safe, your system opens. Digestion becomes efficient. Hormones coordinate like a well-rehearsed orchestra. Blood sugar rises, but gracefully handled, balanced, resolved. But if the moment feels uncertain, your system hesitates, not dramatically, not enough to alarm you, just enough to shift the outcome, a slightly higher spike, a slightly slower recovery. A subtle drain on your energy that lingers longer than it should. And here's the part that changes everything. You might blame the food. You might think, this didn't suit me, or something in that meal wasn't right. But what if the food wasn't the problem? What if the experience was? What if your body was responding not just to what you ate, but to how it felt while you were eating it? Pause and let that question settle, because it challenges something deep. It suggests that health is not just a physical equation, it's an emotional and environmental one too. That your biology is not separate from your life, but deeply intertwined with it. So maybe the real shift isn't just choosing better food. Maybe it's creating better moments around that food. Slowing down, being present, sitting with people who make your body feel at ease. Allowing your mind to soften, your breath to deepen, your system to trust the moment it's in. Because when your body trusts the moment, it knows exactly what to do. And in that quiet alignment between food, mind, and environment, something remarkable happens. The same meal becomes a completely different experience. And maybe, in the end, that's the real mystery worth exploring. Not just how food changes your body, but how your world changes your food before it ever becomes a part of you.